What's up, guys? Clutch Fan 37 bringing you a String King Metal lacrosse shaft review. So here it is. First thing you'll notice is the clean look. There's no graphics on it whatsoever down the shaft. It's just pure metal. Right up here at the top it says String King with their new logo. And on this side it'll say Metal or Metal Plus depending on the version you get. This is the metal one. I notice with a lot of people on YouTube, they get something and then 2 days later post a review about it. I like to take time with it and actually give you guys my personal opinion after using it. So, a lot of good things to say about the shaft, a couple bad things. First off, String King claims that it is dent resistant or the most dent resistant shaft on the market. I don't believe that's true just because from playing with it for about 2 weeks, there's a small indentation here. My old coach, who used to work with Gate Lacrosse and is now with Epic, one of his brothers is one of the main guys over at String, or his cousin's one of the main guys at String King, and he's had the shaft for a couple of weeks before me. And we played an old men's league game together, and within the first half of the game, just simple checks, he had 2 or 3 dents. I don't know if it was a final product of the shaft or a test run. All I know is that he did get some dents in just from some very simple checks. But mine only has one very minor dent right here. It's not even enough to really feel it or notice it. That was just from messing around with another shaft, just seeing, just nice light checks. Other than that, the first thing you'll notice when you get it is obviously the packaging. I don't have mine in the package, obviously, but it's very nice. Just has the shaft in a box, and then it has a thing right here. It says some slogans on it. You can see, I believe it says, or it shows the shaft right here and it says Metal or Metal Plus. Also, at the end of it, you'll notice they'll have one of these guys right here. They're pre-cut tape, which I think is a fantastic idea. 2 different butt ends. You get either the stopper butt end, I call it, just because it just goes in and stays there, or an actual plastic butt end, which I think is really cool that they offer all those things. Just kind of give you an idea of the tape. This is what it is normally. This is it after I've used it. You can kind of see thickness difference, and then the cut. It's like if you were to chop this into 3 parts, 2 of the parts are for the big side, 1 part's for the side, or the other side. I think that's great. They're going to be selling these individually for $4.99, which I think is a little pricey for some tape, especially since it's not as wide as the normal rolls you get. But still a cool concept. Definitely, worth it, especially with the free shaft. Just to give you a good idea. I like my butt ends the same way I like my women, pretty thick. So you can kind of see that's how much has been taken off of it. Just to get tape from here up to here, which is where I usually do them, and then my butt end. So I mean, depending on how much you like to use this, you could probably get 2 solid butt ends out of the thin, and probably 5 or 6 tape jobs with the thick side, just based off of how you do it. So other than that, the shaft is extremely lightweight. Could be the lightest on the market, depending on which version you get. I don't have the statistics on me. I'm sure someone will comment with them. So super light shaft, supposedly dent resistant, which I mean, it does a pretty good job after 2 weeks of playing with it. I don't notice any dents besides the one I intended to try and make. Lightweight's awesome. The simplicity of the colors and designs, there's 4 different colors, I believe. It's like black, gray, kind of the goldish, which is this one, and the silver. Definitely like it. I think it's great. I'm not big on having shafts with a lot of graphics, but it's all personal preference. 2 things I really am not satisfied with the shaft is their warranty with it. So with your standard metal, it costs $99, and it comes with a 2-month warranty, which is very shallow. The Metal Plus comes with 3. So the first thing when I saw that, when they sent us over the sheet as well as the shaft, I was a little worried because they claim their shaft is dent resistant, or the most dent resistant. They claim it's, one of the top line metal shafts out there, especially for the price. But only a 2-month warranty kind of worries me. But we'll see how that plays out. I assume that with all the stuff they're doing with their Type 3 mesh coming out and their metal shafts, and they're working on a head, they've spent a lot of money on that, so that might be why it's only 2 months, because they don't want, sending people shafts every so often. But then again, my personal opinion, I think that they might not be the strongest shafts out there since there's only 2 to 3 month warranty, but that's just me. So overall, I think it's a wonderful shaft. I think it's definitely worth checking out. If you have the money and you're not worried about breaking it, definitely worth the money. Definitely one of the lightest shafts I think I've ever owned. The stuff they come with, the tape and the butt ends, is awesome. I really think String King's doing some big things with this in their head, which I have no idea when it's coming out or if they're even going to release it. I'd imagine they would. So that being said, there's a shaft review for my personal opinion. I like it, super lightweight. Dent resistant, I want to say they do pretty well considering there's only one small dent. All the different stuff they come with, awesome. Props to String King. The fact that they're selling this separately, awesome idea. Don't know if I'd pay $5 for it considering how I tape my sticks. I'd probably need, 2 or 3 to last me a month, just because I like to retape my butt ends and my stick fairly often to keep it fresh. So there's that. Now I'm going to show you guys the remaining heads I have for sale for the breast cancer awareness, month or sale I'm trying to do. So far from the heads and everything we've done, raised over $650, which is phenomenal. I really didn't think I'd get to that point, so I'm trying to push for at least $1,000 to donate at the end of October. So let's take a look at all the stuff I have. Alright, so I have about 20 some heads and about 6 shafts, so I'm going to try and cycle through this as fast as I can. So let's get started. One of the heads I have up is a Volt Lakota U, gray hero mesh, CF37 pocket, 1 nylon, 1 straight, all white strings around it. Next, Warrior Evo X, white hero mesh, gray sidewall, 2 straight, CF37 pocket to a point. There's not a lot of string holes on this, so it kind of makes it difficult to get what I want. Next, Surgeon 10 500, all white hero mesh, hero strings, stacked nylon, 1 straight. Goodness, so many. Next is a gray Superpower Plus, CF37 style pocket, 1 nylon, 1 straight, neon green sidewalls. Next we have another Lakota U, CF37 pocket. This time it's black with red striker, white sidewalls, everything. Then this one is still sitting around, the blacked out Iroquois theme, Lakota U. So black Lakota U, black leathers. You can see what colors they are. Then we have a Volt Lakota U, 6 diamond traditional pocket, 1 nylon, 2 straights, mid to mid-low pocket. Definitely one of my favorite combinations. This one's left over as well. It's the Superpower Plus, red striker, blue strings. Kind of my idea of a box pocket and a Superpower Plus. Not everyone's ideal box pocket, but if I had ever played box, a lot, this is what I'd probably use. Next, Superpower Plus, mid to mid-low pocket, CF37 style, just 2 straights instead of a nylon and a straight. Then we have a Stallion U550, mid to mid-higher, CF37 pocket, stacked nylon, 1 straight, all hero mesh, hero strings. If you guys haven't caught on, I string all these sticks with hero mesh, so just so you know. Next, we got a Stallion U550, this time black hero mesh, more of a higher pocket, 1 nylon, 2 straights, absolute cannon, one of my favorite pockets. I'd actually use this in a game, but I don't like mid to mid-high pockets at all, being an attackman. I cradle a lot one-handed. So definitely a steal with this one here. Next, we got a Clutch X with a Headstrong theme. Ideally, a College Legal P34. I stole this pattern off of one of their sticks I saw floating around on the internet. I don't think it's how they would actually string an X version because it's wider, but it is what it is. So, blue striker, neon green strings, 2 nylons, 1 straight. Nothing too crazy there. Next, we'll do an Evo 4X. This one's black, gray hero mesh, white sidewalls, hints of red, so red in the throat, red top string. One of my new favorite bottom strings to do. Very intricate. I like it for attack because you look down there. When you cradle one-handed, it creates a nice little ball hugger. Then we got the Centric U with another what I like to consider like a midi shooting pocket. So you got 1 nylon, 2 straight, mid, more of a mid pocket than a mid to high, but it will shift low. Definitely worth checking out if you're a midfielder with a cannon. Next, Volt CEO, 6 diamond traditional pocket, all white everything, gray sidewalls just to kind of go with the ball stop. We actually were out of white sidewall at work, so I just used gray. Next, we got a CEO. It's a black CF37 pocket with 2 straights, red striker. That's ideally what I'd use if I ever used a CEO. Triangle top string, double triangle top string, whatever you want to call it. These two are probably one of my favorites in the bunch. This one is a Murdered Out CEO, all black everything. I kind of want to scrape this off, but some people like it, and it's not going to be in my head. So all black everything, definitely worth checking out if you're into stuff like this. I definitely think a blacked out stick is absolutely sweet. Then this one is probably my favorite of the whole bunch besides the blacked out Iroquois one. This is a factory grade Nike CEO, new for the 2016 season, so you guys will probably see these floating around. Not dyed, just factory gray. Gray hero mesh, gray strings all around, same pocket in the other one. And these last two are probably the ones that are going to go the fastest. They are the new Warrior Regulator head. This one, to go with the breast cancer theme, is all black with black mesh, pink strings, white shooter. I don't really like to use color shooters. That's just my preference. Decent, I'd say, mid pocket. It'll definitely break in and stretch out, but absolute terror if I was an attacker and I saw an LSM or defender using a regulator. And the last one, probably the cream of the crop, another Warrior Regulator head. This time it has the limited edition breast cancer awareness mesh from East Coast Dyes. It's got pink sidewalls, white shooters, pink in the throat. Ideally, if I was an LSM, this is a pocket I'd use because it has a fair amount of hold and a good amount of whip for ripping shots. So that's what I have for heads. Shaft-wise, nothing too crazy. We have 3 Warrior Burn Pro diamonds, a red, a black, and a silver one. Will always be one of my favorite shafts. I'm just moving towards composite ones. Then we got the King Swizzle Scandium shaft, blacked out. And this shaft I have to do a review on still, but this is the Evo AX1. Look it up online to get some logistics of it because this video is going to be really long. But this thing is hands down one of my favorite composite shafts. And being from Warrior and saying Evo on it, just even better. So definitely worth checking out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry it was half and half. String King metal shaft comes out November 6th. Definitely worth checking out if your store has them, just to feel how light it is and the shaft shape and all the cool stuff it comes with. So yeah, in the next video I'll do an Epic Dragonfly Gen 6 review. It might even be released the same day. We'll see. So thanks for watching, guys. 50calmesh.bigartell.com. Check out the heads. If I can sell at least half these before the end of October, I think we'll get to the $1,000 mark. So really pushing for that. So thanks for watching.